Good morning and welcome to the Wombat Logs like 161. I'm Ben and this is Escape with Sarah and Ben, and today we're at Malala. Well, I'm at Malala. I'm on my way to Adelaide to go pick up Sarah from the airport because she had an appointment to go see the doctor, and I'll stick some photos in here. And yeah, so we're going to Adelaide. This is we're about 50 k's from Adelaide now, and I just stopped to stretch my legs and stuff. Oh, check out their cool little council building, eh? And just thought we'd have a look at this. See so many of these around South Australia, eh? It's crazy. Oh man, little Tirana. Oh, how sick is it? Oh, it's mint. Wow. Oh, there's like a crack in the dash, but otherwise it's like, oh, the interior is so good. Even the paint, it looks really original too, eh? You can see the paint's got some scratches and crazing and stuff going on. I'd almost bet that's original paint. And everything, like, wow. It's so straight as well. There's a few little dings in that back door, but otherwise it's like almost perfect straight down that side. And it's probably even nicer down this side actually, and the paint's in better condition down this side. What a mad little car. Beast. Alright, let's go see Adelaide. I haven't actually been into the city. I just dropped Sarah off at the airport the other day and drove back, so I haven't seen a lot of it. I can tell you, like, all the way in Adelaide it's just hayfields still. Look, I think that's all that's in South Australia's desert, and all the populated part is hayfields. And it's the populated part's only really little too. It just hugs the coast sort of, and there ain't much other than that. Well, not that I've seen anyway. So hopefully, like, once we finish the house and get moving and go a bit further south and check out the rest of York Peninsula and things, we'll find something more exciting than hayfields. Right, so, oh, my voice, I've been singing in the car too much. Welcome to Adelaide, and I just had to pay $14 something to park here for 3 hours. Like, man, I never paid for parking anywhere, like anywhere, ever. So, like, that's not the greatest. It's not that busy or anything. Surely they don't need the money of, like... Anyway, let's go find this museum. So far, Adelaide kind of reminds me of like a little Parramatta. There's not many big buildings at all, and there's this cool river runs through the town here. I guess it's a town, not a... No, it is a city. I think there's like just over 1 million people live in Adelaide, but I don't know how big an area they call Adelaide. So yeah, here's the river behind me. Let's go find the museum and see what they got. We only got 3 hours, so you better rush. Oh, look, you can see one building over there that's pretty big. There's another one up the back there that's pretty big. And there's a couple over there. And that's about it. And yeah, here's the river. It's pretty nice looking, but it's a bit grey. I've never seen a river that was quite that colour. So that's a bit weird. Oh, I thought there was a naked person over there, but... Yeah, don't forget where we parked, eh? It'd suck to lose your car. I wonder, like, what happens when you do lose your car? Like, how do they find it for you? Like, do you call the cops, or like, well, I've never lost my car before, but yeah, we better be careful we don't. From what I've read, Adelaide Museum has the biggest collection of Aboriginal artifacts in the world. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, and we'll see what else they got. And I'm like 100 meters in, and I've already got people asking me for money and smokesy. Like, what? Just come on. Look after your homeless people, Adelaide. Start passing out the durries. Alright, I made it. And look, they've got Mufasa. This is mad. There's heaps of stuffed animals. Look at that. Oh man, check this out. Oh, look at the hyena, man. How mad is that? Should be able to keep them as pets. Oh wow. Oh man, stuffed animals are pretty cool, eh? Well, these ones are, at least. Oh, there's a hippo. Is that a real stuffed hippo or what? Oh, and that's one of them things that COVID come from, I think. Wow. Oh, this is mad. There's a rhino head. monkeys, chimps. Here's a gorilla. Wow. Oh, that's mad. There's a little bear. Oh man, this is sick. They even have an elephant and a tiger. Oh, and some prickly things. And another rhino. And some moose. Oh man, this is a mad way to start. Let's go see what else we can find. Wait, the Philippines have a flyman lemur. Wow. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Whoa, 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 look at the horns on him. Oh, and there's a beaver. That is really cool. And over here is a moose. Check that out. Man, it's huge. It stands as tall as me, easy. Wow. Wouldn't want to run that one over. And a polar bear. Man. Wow, man, the stairs in here are pretty cool even, eh? Look at this. Whoa, which way do we go? Whoa, probably this way. So this is all like islander stuff. That's from Solomon Islands. All these spears are from Manus Province, Papua New Guinea. That's pretty cool. This says Papua New Guinea. And like they've got all canoes up there too, eh? It's really cool. I don't know what these crocodile things are up here. But they're pretty mean looking too. Oh wow. And the big mask, eh? Yeah. Oh, this stuff's all pretty cool. There's so much. It's all from like different parts of Papua New Guinea, a lot of this. Wow. Oh man, it's huge too. Oh, what's that boat? Let's go see what that is. Yeah, wow. It's like some old outrigger canoe with a sail on it, eh? I wonder if it's like authentic or if they built it just to put in the museum. Maybe the sign over here will tell me. Well, it doesn't say for sure, but it does say it was used in like trading. So maybe it is authentic, eh? It's really cool anyway. We got some birds of paradise here, eh? Oh man, I'd love to see a rifle bird, eh? I think we only have one in Australia and he's the rifle bird. But yeah, well, the Papua New Guinea section is full on. There's so much stuff here, it's worth coming to see. Oh man, this has been so good, the Papua New Guinea part. But let's go see what's next. Now this one's all Aboriginal shields. They look like they're all made like fairly recently. I don't think they're like ancient ones or nothing. But yeah, it's a mad collection of them. And a few scar trees that were definitely shields. And we saw the shield painting at Carnarvon Gorge as well. That was really cool as well. Oh, and here's all the boomerangs. And oh, look at that one shaped like an axe. Yeah, wow. Oh, I bet some of these look like they're pretty old, eh? I think we saw a lot of cool stuff at Charlieville Museum. Hey, they had some really cool old boomerangs and things as well. That was mad. Well, that one there with the stripes up the back looks really old. That's mad. So this one here is like an Aboriginal wooden raft. It's all just like pegged together with a stick through the middle of it. And it's like a big stick surfboard, I guess. Said that was collected in the 1890s at King Sound near Broome. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There's some really long big spears in here too. It's mad. Oh man, it's Monday, so this bit isn't open, but this is where I want to go now. Look, there's all skulls in there. They got a big turtle in the tank, and more skulls. And over here, I'm guessing this is a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull. But that's what it looks like if he eats you. Let me out. So it says that this thing is a dueling boomerang or something, and they used to have like big stick fights with it, and it was a real like prestigious thing to have. A boomerang club, it says. And yeah, it says it was found between 1844 and 46. So yeah, that thing is like authentic and old. Wow. Here's some spear throwers. This one especially looks like really old and authentic. I think they're called woomerers, not spear throwers, but the thing definitely says spear thrower. And these axes are cool, eh? Oh wow, Like they're old as them ones, and they've got little dog sculptures, man. How mad's that? It says the dogs were collected in like 1900, and the axe is about the same time from Liverpool River in the Northern Territory. It's mad. They're really cool. Oh man, there's so much here. Wow, this is pretty cool. This says it's one of 3 complete boomerangs found at Weary Swamp. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It says made of drooping she oak, and they are the oldest known examples of wooden carved throwing sticks in the world. So yeah, wow. That's the oldest known boomerang in the world, eh? How mad's that? So this bit's talking about like scar trees that were made into canoes, and we might have seen a couple, and there's more scars that would have been shields and smaller things, but yeah, check this out, they have one. They got mud seat. Hey, how cool's that? It barely would have stayed above the water, this thing, but yeah, that's real authentic looking, eh? That's mad. Yeah, wow, his old mate, he's got his spear thrower, his spear and his shield there, eh? And yeah, this has some really cool looking things. They had like a sword here, and some of these spears over here are just crazy, eh? They said they're mostly used for like ceremonial things, but also for fighting, but not so much for hunting, because if you threw it, you'd probably break them. So yeah, wow. Oh man, they're mean. Mean as. You do not want to get that thing jabbed in you. A scar tree in here that was used for a canoe, eh? So like, I reckon we've definitely seen some. I just can't remember where exactly now. This bit here is all like whales and dolphins. Wow, what's this thing? Oh, it's a sperm whale. Oh wow, it's got teeth. I didn't know that. No way. It says it was about 16 meters stranded on the Eyre Peninsula. Wow. Oh man, if you found that skeleton washed up, you'd be scared. Like you wouldn't know what the hell it was. It's got fingers and everything, eh? Wow. Oh man, that's crazy. And this here, this is just the jawbone from a blue whale. So imagine how big the rest of that would have been. It doesn't say on the sign, but yeah, it would have been a monster thing. Wow. Oh man, they're really cool, eh? Let's see. Been there, done that, seen that, seen that. Seen that. Next will be this and this. So let's go find that. Now it says there's an armory building as well. I hadn't seen that yet. Must be like out there somewhere in that cool building over there. See how we're going for time, because you know that parking meter's still ticking, eh? Back through the animals, and I noticed there's flamingos here, and that's a greater flamingo, and this is a Chile flamingo apparently. It says this one was brought to Adelaide in the 1930s at the zoo, and they reckon it lived to at least 83 years old. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, eh? And there's little kids everywhere. So we want to go to Adelaide Zoo as well, eh? I think they have panda bears and flamingos, but I don't know much else about it. I think that panda bear might have had a baby not long back as well, so that'd be really cool to see. Now we're going upstairs, finding the bits we missed. This bit's called the South Australian Biodiversity Gallery, and I think it's full of like South Australian animals, so let's go and have a look. Oh, here's a hawksbill turtle, I think. Oh, yeah, I think he might be. His shell's just a bit damaged. But yeah, I caught like 2 of them at Baffle Creek, eh? That was poor turtles. Wow. That thing's a monster. I've never seen one of them things that was that big. I forget what they're called. And wedge-tail eagle is a beast. Seen a couple of them coming through the NT. Down here is the brown snake. We've seen a couple of them here now. Haven't seen one that was that long though. That one there is a pretty impressive brown snake. It's an Australian bustard. But yeah, it's a monster. And I think we saw one at Springshaw maybe. But not like that. That thing is massive. Oh, here's some bulgars. Seen a few of them around. I think in the Carnarvon Gorge video, and we saw them up in near Baffle Creek as well. It's mad. Oh man, I think this koala's had like too much to drink. He doesn't look real great there. There's some black cockies, soft crested cocky. Oh man, yeah, there's heaps of cool stuff there. Oh, there's a tiger snake there as well. Oh, a big yabby. We tried to catch yabbies the other week. Me and Sarah went down the creek, but we only caught like these prawn looking yabbies, so we threw them all back. Wasn't much fun. Hey, it's our favourite hairy-nosed wombat. And oh, maybe that was that thing we saw at Springshore and not the other one. I can't remember. We didn't get a good look at it because it was like so good at hiding. Yeah, and what's in here? Ah, some little mice, and there's an owl there. Oh, it's a tawny frogmouth, I think, not an owl. Because them tawny frogmouths, they're not owls, eh? They just look like owls and act like owls, but they're not. The spoonbills, hey? Haven't seen one for ages, but yeah. When you find them, they seem to be like everywhere, but yeah, I haven't seen one well. Last time I remember was like at Monrepo in Queensland at the Turtle Rookery. Hey, this bloke looks familiar. Man, the one I saw was heaps bigger than that even, eh? I was as close as I am to this one. But he was heaps bigger. And seabirds and things here. Water birds on this side. And oh, these aren't water birds, these ones. But yeah, oh, he's a penguin even down here. We haven't seen a penguin in the wild, but he's on the list. Maybe once we start moving again, we'll get to see one in Victoria somewhere. It's a big wobbegong. Oh, he's like 7 feet long, that one, eh? What a monster. Here's the great white shark. And whoa, some jaws. Oh man, I've seen some big jaws, eh? We went to Vic Hislop's in Harvey Bay before he closed, but he's not there anymore. Little sawfish. We saw them giant sawfish in Melbourne Aquarium. Hey, that was a mad video. Go back and watch that one. That thing up the back, it's a giant basking shark, and it's huge. It's got to be about 10 meters long. And then over here's a sunfish. Sunfish are really cool too. First time I ever heard of them, it was because a plane spotted one in Botany Bay as it was coming into land, because they get up on the surface and they like swim along. Monster big things, eh? You get heaps bigger than that one. Here's a flathead. He looks really fat for a flathead though, I don't know about that. It says he's that thing. But yeah, oh man, I've caught some monster flathead like up to 1 meter. And yeah, they're so good to catch. Oh, and then this one's the giant squid. He's not real though, it's only like a sculptural one, I guess. That's it for that bit. Back up the stairs. Oh, this one's ancient Egypt. It says contains human remains and burial goods, so this could be really cool. Oh wow. Yeah, wow, some of these are pretty cool, eh? Look at the blue ones. When I first started work in Sydney, I went to this old bloke's house to pick up his TV, and he pulled a whole bunch of things like this out of the drawer, and you could see where they were still painted and stuff. He reckons his grandfather was there when they opened Tutankhamun's tomb. So yeah, that was really cool. I haven't seen nothing Egyptian that was that cool since, actually. This is actually like someone's mummy. There's it says Nubian priest, but yeah, like that's a person in there. And this one here as well, it says this is the mummy and coffin of Renpit Nefert, beautiful year. So, and there's like the sarcophagus. I don't know why they call it a coffin, but yeah. And down there, yeah, she is. Wow. Oh man, that's pretty creepy. I'm not sure if I've seen an actual like Egyptian mummy before, but like I have now. There you go. Here's some sick hieroglyphs, eh? Oh, can't get a good shot because of the light. And this thing here. Yeah, wow. And we learned so much about Egyptian stuff at school, but like the Aboriginals have all this really cool stuff as well that we never get to learn about, even though it's all in Australia. So they should teach kids more about like Aboriginal burials and things like that. Yeah. Let's see what's next. Fossils in here. This says it's the largest ammonite ever found in Australia. Wow. It says that when they found it, the guy thought it was a car tire. Wow. Wow. This thing's a plesiosaur. So I think that's one up there. Yeah, mad, eh? This says it's one of these ichthyosaurs. And yeah, if you play Ark or that Jurassic Park game or something, like you'll know what all these things are, eh? It's mad. Here's some opalized shells found at Cooper Pedy. I found an opalized shell at Cooper Pedy. I hope I still got it. It'll be floating in the Wombat somewhere. Here's an entire opalized backbone of one of them ichthyosaur things. Wow. This was found at Cooper Pedy as well. Oh man, how mad would that have been to find? Yeah, wow. One of the most complete opalized ichthyosaur specimens yet found. And there's not much left of him, but he's opalized, I guess, as well. So yeah, wow. There must have been heaps of them in South Australia back in the day. Wow, this is the Adiman plesiosaur. It says it's the finest known opalized skeleton on Earth. Wow. And yeah, it is pretty impressive, eh? It's too bad they didn't have the opalized skull. But wow. Oh, wow. Guess they found so many because they're like, Cooper Pedy's just holes and mines and stuff everywhere. So I guess that's why they found so many of them. These are all what they call Cambrian, I think, fossils. And check out the map here, right? So you got like origin of Earth, earliest probable life, and then these things, 541 million years ago, I guess. Wow. So that's a long, long time. Oh man, I'd love to find a fossil like this in a rock. What's next on the list for rocks? We need a rock with a fossil. I think I saw one with a plant fossil actually back at Port Germain. I don't know if I got video of it or not, but yeah, there was definitely a plant fossil on one of the rocks that leads up to the jetty. Oh, mega wombat. It says it was a Phasclonius. Yeah, man. Oh man, mega wombats would have been so sick. Megafauna. How cool is megafauna? Look at this thing. Was that like the ultimate giant wombat? Oh man, he's like 5 foot tall or 5.5 foot. And I hear some skeletons of one here. And oh, that's a jawbone from something there. Wow. On the feet. Wow. Remember when we were at Bucking Caves and we saw like parts of one of these in the wall still? That was so cool. Oh wow. Oh, and there's a giant bird there as well, eh? Where is he? There he is. Wow. It's like a huge emu. This is marsupial lion, Thylaxolo carnifex. And like there's some like actual skulls, man. That's really cool. Wow. Oh, and that's an emu bone, and this is this Genionomus newtoni bone. So that's this thing here. Wow. And it's so much bigger than a normal emu. And over here is oh, he's a cosmonaut. Wow. I didn't expect him to be with the fossils. I think, oh no, he's got NASA badges. Looks like Russian right in there though. It's because he was on Mir. Yeah, so it's half NASA and half Russian stuff. Wow. Oh man. I remember when like the Mir space station come back to Earth. I can't remember if I actually saw it or not, but I remember when it come back and we were out looking for it at least. My memory's not that great, is it? We've moved in the rocks, opals, Flinders Ranges rocks. Oh wow, more rocks. Yeah, this bed is all rocks. We've seen some cool rocks. The museum had a mad collection of rocks. Emperor penguin. We saw these in Melbourne Aquarium, eh? That was really cool. This bit's all about like Antarctica and Mawson and all the polar expeditions. There's a sled there. These are snow dogs here, man. Oh man, Buddy was like this. We met him at Crystal Brook, and yeah, heaps of snow stuff. Yeah, wow. This bit's all pretty cool. Oh, an albatross, man. Oh, I'd love to see an albatross one day, maybe. Wow, look at this. It's Mawson's Balaclava. There's a town around here called Balaclava too. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. And it reckons that he might have worn this one. So wow, how mad's that? You can buy the pattern and make it yourself. I bet they'd love it if you wore that into the servo or the bank or like your local shop. Now, and here's like a whole bunch of his stuff, eh? His tripod and his survey stick thing, and wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. So I don't know if you know, but Mawson's the guy that's on like the old $100 note. I don't know if he's on the new one or if he's on anything now. But yeah, he was always the creepy looking dude on the $100 note. And yeah, apparently he explored a lot of South Australia and the outback as well. So I didn't know any of that. And then he went over to freeze in Antarctica. This bit here's all meteorites, eh? There's a bit in there, look at that. And it says that's Karunda meteorite. Down here is a Cook meteorite, found near Cook in South Australia. Look, you can actually touch it. Wow, space rocks, eh? Oh wow, and this one here. I saw a thing, they reckon that they use like magnets to find meteorites because a lot of them are magnetic. But if you do that, it like erases all like the magnetic data from the planet it come from or whatever, so then it makes it like really hard to study. So they're telling people not to use magnets to find them anymore. Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. So that's been the Adelaide Museum. Go see if we can get into this armoury bit next. All the Aboriginal stuff's really cool. I'm just walking back past it now, especially that really old boomerang was just over there. But it's weird they don't have like any burials or like nothing like that, but they have Egyptian ones. And like, I know they probably shouldn't hoard stuff like that, it should go back to where it come from. But like, it's still out there in museums, so like, why can't we have some here? I know they've got some in England, back past all the cool animals. And then we're gonna go out the back door here, underneath this mad staircase. Cause yeah, he's used the back door. Back outside now, I don't know where the armoury stuff is. This says Commonwealth Military Forces South Australia, so I don't know. Let's have a look. This building's really cool too. Wow, look at that. Oh man. Alright, so I couldn't find that armoury. I'd have to Google it and have a look, but anyway, I wandered into like the art museum. So yeah, I'm not really interested in modern art, but we'll have a quick look around, see if there's anything half interesting. Big leaf-tailed gecko, eh? He's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I should get into sculptures, eh? I could make some mad sculptures. I love doing fire sculptures when we're at school. I did a few mad ones, hey? And yeah, my friend Nicole had one and she was gonna send it back to me, but it never showed up. So I don't know if it got lost in the mail or what, but yeah, if you're watching, Nicole, Australia Post has it now. Fred Williams, Land, Sea and Shore, hey? Oh, check it out. It's it must be a picture of South Australia because it's like really, really sparse and there's nothing there. Now look how impressive that one is, eh? Must have taken them ages to make that. Yeah, I don't get it. A lot of this is just crap. Like, who got famous painting that? Or that? Or that? Like, or that? At least this one kind of looks like something, but I don't know what. Yeah. That looks like me after I've been using black paint. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It's someone's collection of round balls, all on their mad shelf they made. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Some effort went into that one. Yeah, wow. Some of it's pretty cool, I guess. Here I am. I didn't know people were making sculptures of me. Some marble sculptures. Oh, I remember at Ballarat, there was marble sculptures there, right? Of the guy from Braveheart. That was really cool. Something I like. Some Australiana oil painting. Yeah, wow. Oh, you can see like all the chunkiness to it, eh? I've got a mad collection of like Australian oil paintings at me mum's. Six bed couch too, eh? That's mad. No way. Is this the original of this thing? When we were kids, my parents had a print of this. Yeah, it is. It's the original. Yeah, wow, there you go. Mad. Wow, this thing's pretty impressive, eh? And it's huge. Wow. Oh man, whoever painted that spent a lot of time getting all the little details and stuff. Like, look at the rug. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Wow, and these are old like European people and stuff. And oh, that's mad. Wow. And over here is like two horses sewn together, I think. What's going on here? Oh man, no. That's not right. Oh man, look, that's where its head would have been. This next one's like the red spiderweb room. Oh man. Oh. Oh.
Some 200 kilometers of thread in here.
Yeah, wow.
And the Shiara Shioto, the artist, her husband and child support her in her artwork.
Yeah.
This cast of all their limbs.
Oh, that's all their family. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, helping
wow.
hold this up.
Yeah, wow. I'll hold it down, I guess. But yeah, wow, thanks for that. Oh man, this is mad. This is the type of art I should get into. Oh, I would love doing this. Wow. Oh, lost in the spider web. And accidentally falling in it and getting tangled up. I bet they'd love that. Yeah, wow. This whole room's cool as a... We should wallpaper our house in this stuff, eh? That wallpaper's so cool. Oh man, they need to turn the contrast up on that one. Oh, that looks like that chick from that like French show. I don't know what it's called, but where they have like the French queen. And some screw people. Eh? How screwed up is that? Wow, it looks really cool. This is really weird, eh? It's this cool model. There's all like skeletons on the train and things like that. But down here is all like McDonald's characters all fenced in the middle. Like, that's just creepy. I think it's supposed to be like hell with Ronald McDonald. Look, all the Nazis on the back of the train here. Yeah, wow. There's nothing to tell you about it that I can find, but it's really cool. Here's the write-up about it here. These two blokes here, the brothers made it. It says apocalyptic work addresses darkness to the human experience, exploring emotions of horror and disgust. Much of its details in poor taste. Yeah, I can tell. And I should get into making some art. Bits all like Indian and Asian art and stuff, I think. And yeah, some of it's pretty cool. Yeah, well. Interesting as. Oh man. So that's about it for the art museum. Now we're back in the restaurant bit. Guess see what else we can find. Well, that was actually like really cool, unexpectedly. They had some mad art in there, and they had a lot of crap art that I could have made as well. Well, I could go and reproduce some of that in like a few minutes here and there. Yeah. But yeah, I really like that. What's down here? It says the Science Centre and the Mawson Centre. Let's go find out what that is. So we only got an hour before our parking ticket runs up, so we'd better hurry. Oh, and I'm so lost. The signage around here is crap. This is a dead end, is it? Oh no, I can get out over there, I think. I still don't know where this Science Centre is, so I got no idea. Anyway, we're not going to get to see that. This video is already going to be huge, and then we still got to go to Bunnings and find Sarah and like all types of things today. So it's going to be a huge day. I'll go find the car and hang out till I've got to move it at 3:08, and then go find something to eat, I reckon. So I found the river. That's a good start. I'm pretty sure that the sand crab is up this way a little bit. Check this sign out though, I've never seen that before. Reckons pelicans may bite and cause injury. Like, is that for real? It's really nice down along the river here, and like it smells really good. Like, I don't know what it is, it's the trees or something, but like I've never had like a smell this good in a city before. It's really weird. This place is all called like Grundy Gardens, and yeah, I was named after one of the councillors or something. Oh, here's all the Harry Potter people. Check this out. What's going on here? Oh, and you thought I was dressed weird. This bit's starting to look familiar. I got a feeling if I go just up this little hill. Hey! I found it! There's something weird going on across the road here too. I don't know if they're supposed to be lemmings or if they're like the Oompa Loompas, but it's one of them. Check it out, and I think they're gonna battle these people. They're the cast from Alice in Wonderland versus the cast from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We already saw the Harry Potter army going. I don't know what's going on. It's funny as. Who this team is, I'm not really sure at the moment, but yeah, it's all a bit strange, eh? They're gonna battle it out in the car park here. So from what I've overheard here, there's some like competition going on, I think, and there's like a puzzle thing in the middle there that they're all doing. So that's what they're battling it out for. Yeah, it's weird as the university's just over here. So I'd say that's where they're coming from. But yeah, it's strange as. So old mate said that there's like 400 kids in groups dressed up like that doing like the Amazing Race in Adelaide. So I guess it's like some university thing or something. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Alright guys, so we've left the CBD and now we're at McDonald's near the airport. This is like hell in that funny sculpture thing that but yeah, so I had Big Mac meal with chocolate thick shake, and that all went down pretty well. Haven't had McDonald's for a long time, and we're just hanging out here for an hour or so now until Sarah's plane lands at the airport behind us there, and then we'll get to see Sarah. Yay! Oh, I can't wait. It's been a bit of a sad weekend sitting around waiting for Sarah, so yeah, can't wait. So welcome to Adelaide Airport. I didn't decide to like do this thing because that's stupid. Park there for a minute at the most, and like, look, you can't even drive around the block here like at Brisbane. You've got to go way back out on the street, round and come back, and like, so nah, I parked at Bunnings and like took the 2-minute walk here, and now we're gonna go and see if we can find Sarah. She sent me a message that a plane just touched down, so let's go try and find where the bags get off or something, because I guess she'll have to go there. So yeah, let's see how we go. Ooh, it's the airport. I've only ever been to like Sydney Airport and then Brisbane Airport and been on the plane once. I didn't like it. My head doesn't like depressurize well, and it felt like it was going to push my eyes out of my sockets. So yeah, that was horrible, and I've been really scared to get on a plane ever since then. Well, I'll get in a light plane, but I ain't getting in one of them pressurized things. I think we're domestic arrivals, so let's go and have a look. So I think this bit's where everybody comes out once they get off the plane, but I can't get in there, so I don't know if that's where you get your bags or what, but we'll find out when Sarah gets here. Man, the seats in here suck. I like how they like put this stupid armrest there, so you can't lay down or nothing, even though it doesn't work as an armrest anyway. It's like a handbrake in your car, like how you're gonna rest your arm on it. Alright, I can see her. I can see her. Check it out. Wow, there she is. Yay! Yay, it's Sarah. She's back. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed Adelaide. Now we're going to drive back to Yakka, and we'll see you then. Hey, mate.